Hey, welcome back to the Episodes Wrong podcast. I'm your host, Juan, and as always, my co-host here with me. Hey, Trip.
Hey, how are you?
How's it going, man?
I'm good.
It's been a while since you and I have been in the same room together.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm really excited, actually, because we're talking about The Witcher, the Nightmare... Sorry, not the...
It's just Nightmare...
It's just The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf.
Yes.
Got it. Nailed it. We're talking about that, which is anime, according to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
We're just going to find out. Netflix is just doing their thing, and we're going to roll with it. I'm not questioning anything at this point. I'm just watching shit. You put it in front of me, I'll watch it. Eden Zero ruined me. I feel like at this point, I could watch anything and be more satisfied.
It was an hour and a half long, and I needed something quick for this week's pod because I'm fucking busy. So I was like, I'm cool with doing this. Next week, maybe we'll also do something short. So
Maybe. I'm thinking, and aren't you gone next week?
No, I still have one more week. The week after that, I'll be gone. So next week, I'll still be here. But the week after that, I will be on a romantic honeymoon anniversary. Yeah. Sierra and I going to Hawaii. We didn't get to go to our honeymoon because of COVID. And we're like, fuck it, we're going to Hawaii.
Fuck it, we're getting COVID now. Yeah, let's do it. We had to wait until the Delta came out so we could go and get it on the plane.
Fucking get it. So I'm stoked. Yeah, but like Sierra really needs a break. She's really busy and tired with work, and I have time off school, so yeah, so that's gonna be happening. But it's cool. We got that covered. You're having someone cover for me. I don't know.
I sure am.
I'm not gonna announce who. It's a super secret surprise.
I mean, we could go ahead and say it's gonna be Kate and Abe.
And Abe?
We're doing 2 weeks. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
We needed another week.
Right. Okay.
So we're doing Kate and here's the thing. Abe's gonna go and scout some new jobs and homes on the other side of the country.
Whoa.
And while he's doing that, Kate has some extensive research to do. She's gonna watch all of One Piece, and we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, she only gets the biggest.
That's not true.
It's not true. I don't know what the fuck she's gonna talk about yet. Because we haven't talked about that.
I'd be so fucking pissed if I missed the One Piece episode, because like not that
you're the Yayo guy.
Not that I want to like actually watch One Piece, but if on my anime podcast the One Piece episode is done by a guest, are you fucking kidding me? Like I'm not even here for it. No, when you said Kate and Abe, I was like, they're double teaming it? Cool, you're splitting them up.
Nah, we're splitting them.
That's
using
smart,
some
dude.
Brains.
I like that.
Yeah, so Kate's is going to be something that we both
want to watch.
Are going to see for the first time, probably.
Yeah, okay. And then Abe's
is going to be something he's very familiar with, but he hasn't seen the live action. So we're going to be talking about Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
And he's going to get the opportunity to talk about the Netflix live action 2 movies that are directly related to that world and story. But I'm not going to have any knowledge going in. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. It's going to be cool.
And that's it. That's the sizzle we're giving you, because obviously we're not going to spoil it for you. You still got couple weeks for that.
I'm not even going to watch it for a couple weeks. I waited until today to watch The Witcher, and as the day kept going on, I was like, I regret this. I'm an idiot. I fucking hate my... And then when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is a super easy watch. Yeah. So I am kind of excited to just talk a little bit about it. I don't think that there's anything special that I'm going to wind up saying. But you know what? If you like The Witcher, you're probably going to like this in some aspect. It's very action-oriented, I guess. So if you're more into The Witcher for like the cards or the sex... You're only going to get a little bit of those things. Yeah. But
also, like, you know, if you're a fan of the animation style of, was it Mir?
Yeah. So if you really, really liked the Dota anime, then this is directly up your alley. I don't feel like it's that much different, but it's more condensed in a way that's... I think it's easier to process.
I like this one better. Yeah, absolutely. Like the other one was like, maybe because the world's so expansive or whatever.
Well, it has an expansive world, and the characters were pretty like... Their main drives, I guess, kind of lost focus at different points. Yeah. Wherein The Witcher, I felt like it was very much just...
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, we're kind of telling a story and like, that's it. It's just like this little thing. Instead of, we got to tell everyone's story. It was just one specific story. So it's easier when you don't broaden your scope to tell the story of heroes and villains and fully flesh them out. And instead to be like, our hero's kind of a villain, but like not at all. Let's fully flesh him out.
Yeah.
And then they didn't get time to do it, but we need all that, I don't think.
I mean,
what do you think?
I think you're making some good points there.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
How have you been? What's your week been like, dude?
It's been good. The first thing I did last week was get over being sick.
Yep.
Which was a little bit of work. It was just, a lot of Mucinex, a lot of orange juice, a lot of blowing my nose. But I got better, which made me really fucking happy because I did not like being sick. And then last week was also my birthday. I turned 28. Sierra and I went to sushi for dinner. And I was also going to the movies, but I ended up going to movies the next day. Yeah. With my nephew. We watched the Shang-Chi movie. It was good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it, but I'm not going to go to the theaters to see it.
You shouldn't, yeah.
I'm kind of bummed that they have a 45-day in theaters like timeline before it goes online. And I don't know the details. I'm not going to pretend like I know what's going on with it, but I am going to pretend like I know what's going on with me seeing it. I think that I'm just going to wait it out. Yeah. I think I could wait 45 days. Yeah. I like Marvel bullshit a lot. I hear this is a really, really good Marvel bullshit. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to be in a crowded theater. And this is a crazy popular movie.
Fucking. Okay, yeah. We'll get to that. Anyway, so.
Well, that's what I want to talk about.
Sushi was good. Then I ended up getting drinks at the bar across the street from across the way parking lot.
Yes, sir.
I had a great time there. Ryan was working, so he hooked it up with some drinks.
Yes, sir.
And then Sierra got me some gifts, some needed gifts. When you get older, you kind of eventually get shit that you need more than what you want. You
do.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, you do? Like you don't get gifts?
Yeah.
Nobody
has given me anything all week.
Oh, okay. Well, wasn't your birthday?
That's actually a lie. I got some socks and a Roomba today.
Fucking go fuck yourself. You got and a Roomba? Yeah. But you had a Roomba.
Yeah, but something's weird with the charging station, so it like doesn't work at all.
So someone gave you another Roomba.
Yeah, so I got another Roomba. My shout outs to my dad who gave me another Roomba.
Well, you earned it. Don't act like
forced it on me.
Don't act like it was like you didn't earn that.
He
Roomba.
was like, "Here, do you need this?" And I was like, "Not really." He's like, "Are you sure? Because I don't have anyone to give it to, and I am gonna get a different one." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Just tell your dad from now on if he doesn't want shit, I'll take it. I'll take his shit.
Do you need a king size bed?
No, but I'll take it.
Okay, well there you go.
Talk to Sierra about
it. Do you know anyone that needs it? And I'm like, I have no fucking clue.
That's massive. It wouldn't fit. It'd probably be all of my guest bedroom, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, So again, at a certain point in your life, you just kind of get stuff you need and not stuff you want. Oh, I want all these. No. Sierra got me a really cool duffel bag. I had a duffel bag. My mom stole it from me. She took it to Mexico. Never got it back.
Dude, classic mom.
So dope ass Nike duffel bag, and inside the duffel bag there was stuff inside of it. I got a new pair of basketball shorts. Not that I play basketball, but I do. They're comfortable wearing them around.
Yeah. I've seen you in shorts. It's pretty good.
Thanks. And then
you're wearing them right now. Not those, but shorts.
And then underwear. I needed underwear.
Yeah, you're wearing those right now too.
Those I am actually. Yeah. I am wearing the new underwear.
Yep. Got lucky this week. New underwear.
Super comfy. Excited, man. And I was like, Sierra's like, I know they're not, it's not the super, like the most fun gifts. Are you fucking kidding me? I am so down to fucking, piss in my underwear and in my shorts and in my duffel bag. I'm stoked. It's good. I mean, I'll be able to take it, take this stuff to like Hawaii and my trips or whatever. So it's good. So I'm a good time.
I'm stoked. So, that's good.
Enjoyed that. Saturday, got to see the Shang-Chi movie, and my nephew wanted to watch it, but I was like trying to figure out how to make it work on Friday. I was like, let's just go Saturday. Fucking packed. There are so many fucking people, and I was like, God, yeah, maybe I'll take a break from going to popular movies. Because I
will just say, you went at 7 p.m. on opening weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which, that's fucking insane.
XD.
Oh, man. Yeah, people are paying for that.
Ooh, it was crazy.
Worth it, though. You feel the sounds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
They don't play that commercial anymore, which makes me so happy.
Where they blast the unicorns?
Yeah. So fucking... That's such a bad commercial.
I don't even remember it. I just remember that they had like two. They had one where they just like shot a bunch of shit at people.
Yeah.
They were like, it feels like you're being like fucking covered in goop.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to go to the movies and get goop.
Yeah.
And then the other one was... It has the power of like flying unicorns.
They were like, oh, it's like it's not. They're talking about how great the audio is and the visuals, and they goes like, oh yeah, that's it. And he goes like, oh, don't forget the unicorns, and like they push a lever, and then like unicorns charge up this thing and blast it or whatever
because they needed to create the sound frequencies. Yeah.
Makes sense. So yeah, super packed. I have been going to movies recently, but all the movies I've gone to so far had been super like just unpopulated. So maybe I'll continue to go to the movies and just not go to popular ones.
That's why I don't want to go by what I said I was going to do, which is wait. Because I'm like, if I went on a Thursday morning, like what is the most unassuming day? I was like, maybe Monday, but no, maybe Monday is for all the people that were waiting.
I think it's Wednesday. It'd have to be Wednesday in the morning because Monday's no good. People are waiting. Tuesday's no good because it's a discount day.
Yeah, that's why Tuesday's out. Discounts.
Wednesday's in the middle of the week. People have plenty of shit to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Thursday.
I've done things in the middle of the week.
Yeah, but like Friday, no good.
No,
I think it has to be Wednesday. It's like it has to be that one. That's your bet. Wednesday matinee. Super early, and then just get the front row seat. That way, no one sits next to you. Because like look at that fucking lunatic. Like,
I also thought about that, but I was like, but I'm already in here.
Yeah, you're like,
and I'm just doing it to protect the other. If I get COVID, I'll be fine. Probably. I mean, I'm relatively young. I'm not as fat as I could be.
Yeah,
and also, I'm vaccinated.
You also don't see anyone anymore, so it's like
but
like the general public or anything. So
okay, so I'm just catching it and then not giving it to anybody until I see it a second time, and that's when I go to the populated one on Friday.
Yeah, fuck them
at 8 p.m. So cool, good movie. Super packed.
I enjoyed it. How do I explain this? I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really watch any trailers.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, well, like I know it's like he's the master of kung fu. That's like what he's. That's not the name of this movie.
I will tell you right now, the trailers only showed like the first half of the movie.
Oh, yeah,
apparently.
Absolutely, yeah.
So since you said you hadn't seen any trailers, I'm like, just in case you say anything that happened after the first half.
Yeah, no. So here's how the movie ends. No, so
is also for me. I don't like if you said any spoilers to me, I wouldn't really care for this one because I already expect it to be spoiled because I have to wait 45 fucking days to watch it. So if you did spoil it, that's on me, not on you.
Okay, here
to me, but not to the podcast. Please don't ruin everyone's
time. Here's how the movie ends.
Okay.
No, but so what I really liked about it was the actions was really good. Like they did a really good job of like making this guy feel like a really competent fighter. Like and the choreography was like on point. It's probably the best fighting I've seen in a Marvel movie. And on top of that, you know how Marvel does that thing where like, hey, this movie's kind of like a heist movie. This one's kind of like a,
Yeah, sure. It has different vibes.
This one absolutely felt like a kung fu movie. It's like nice. Like they fucking killed it. Like and they,
I do have a
still
question.
Felt like a Marvel movie at the same time.
Okay, so it felt like it was a Marvel movie. One thing that kung fu movies do is they either go for pretty unrealistic fun or they go for more grounded, realistic interactions with bizarre situations.
A little both.
That's what I like. Yeah. Okay, because you can have like the unreal stuff, and I could still be like totally into it and really having a good time. Like Stephen Chow, like all of his shit.
Which one's it?
Just imagine like Shaolin Soccer, fucking crazy concept, fucking weird, still great.
I imagine it more like Crouching Dragon,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, like, that way they float sometimes.
The bendy, whippy, slow movement, but fast action.
It had that. It also had some really like close combat, gritty, realistic fighting. It was a good blend of like all of the kung fu.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I have been in such a kung fu mood.
Oh, dude.
I watched Rush Hour 1 and 2 the other night. It was either that or The Mummy 1 and 2. I asked Eliza, I was like, help. And then you got to see Jackie Chan say the N-word, so that was a whole different thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And okay, I was so fucking blown away by this too, because I was like, wow, they got away with a joke where Jackie Chan says the N-word, and it's not a bad joke.
Oh, it was good.
The whole idea is he can't speak English that well, and because Chris Tucker's going up to everyone, just like greeting them very casually, dropping N-bombs all over the place.
He doesn't know,
Jackie Chan thinks that that's how you win somebody over, because he was just like, dude, just like watch me, I'm hella casual with it. So then after Chris Tucker leaves, Jackie Chan needs something. He addresses a black man by that, totally innocently, trying to be like good dude, but he was set up wrong, and I was like, fuck, they did it to where it was a translation error, where if that other person was around, this wouldn't have happened.
It wasn't
they
racist,
set it up all perfect, and I was just like, damn. But there was no hard R. I will say that. Shout outs to Jackie for dropping the hard R just for the sake of the film.
I do want to say that for a moment I forgot where I was and realized you were talking to me about the Rush Hour movie from like a billion years ago.
Rush Hour 1 and 2, of course.
Jesus.
Well, that's one of those things where it's like when you go back to an old movie, some things are very dated and fun, and other things are very dated and like, whoa,
yeah.
Which is also a different kind of fun. And this one hit that like well, a little trigger went off in my head and was like, something's going on. Yeah. And then suddenly it was like, they did it. They wrote that joke very well.
I feel that way about a bunch of like old like sitcoms. They come off, a lot of them come off as very homophobic. And I was like, God, I'm like, God, these are just so fucking bad. Like
where they're just dropping F slurs every once in a while. You're like, how did you get away with that? This is live television.
It's like, but you can't say asshole, but you can say that word or whatever. Yeah.
You can't say shit, but you can drop some slurs. No big deal.
But yeah, the kung fu in it was like really fun. I think it, like I said, it had a nice flow of like all the kung fus that you would see in like other movies. But it still felt like a Marvel movie, and obviously it sets it up for the future. Like, oh, other stuff's coming out. So
is he now a character that you're like, ooh, I'm invested. I want to see more of what Shang-Chi's up to.
I am invested to see more of what he does, but I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm like a diehard fan yet. Like
would you say that for any Marvel hero? Would you be like, I'm a diehard Spider-Maner?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love Spider-Man.
And then give me another one.
Black Panther, but like he's it's going to be different because he passed away. Probably just those two. Oh, Ant-Man, I really like him a lot.
Diehard Ant-Man?
Oh yeah, bro. He gets tiny and then he gets really big.
Yeah. Well, I did hear about the recent What Ifs. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen all of them.
Well,
I don't plan on seeing any of them.
Any of them. So,
and there was one of them where essentially what's his fucking name? Ant-Man's like guy.
Wait, what do you mean? His buddy?
He's like above him, scientist man.
Oh, Hank Pym?
Yeah. So Pym apparently just goes ham on everyone, is going in their bloodstreams and blowing people up and shit.
I thought you said he was going to say the N-word too.
No, he's not saying. We're not doing any like Disney shit.
Oh, okay.
No. We're just doing Marvel shit.
No.
Goofy's not showing up.
On second thought, I'm not a diehard Ant-Man fan. I'm a diehard Michael Pena fan in the Ant-Man movies.
Oh, me too.
I can't wait to see more of him.
They have such good supporting roles in some of those movies. Both for Ant-Man and Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. Their supporting cast, they're like best friend characters. 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Ned is fantastic. Aside for Spaders.
Good shit. But I will say, like, one critique is they had Awkwafina in the movie, who I've never been a real fan of hers.
I'm up and down. Sometimes she totally works for me. Other times she doesn't. I will say this. This is going to be very specific, I guess. I'm getting Kevin Hart vibes from her. You understand what I'm saying? The same humor, not the same roles.
Yeah.
But she's doing the same thing Kevin Hart does.
Yeah. I've seen her in a lot of things, just kind of casually. She has her own series. I think it's Comedy Central, Nora from Queens. I think it's Comedy Central. But I've just never really been a fan of her. Her voice is grating. It just like really fucking hurts just like my inner brain.
You watch Raya yet?
No. And I didn't watch it because I heard her voice. I was like, can't do it. Like I'm not fucking putting myself through that.
See, I'm okay with her voice when it's coming out of her face, but when it's coming out of something that isn't her, I'm like, it's not working for me.
In this movie, she was, I feel like, so toned down. Like they were just like, hey, we like you, just do less of it, And then she's like, just be this person instead of being who you are for all of your roles across your entire fucking filmography.
Instead of being a new Kevin Hart.
Yeah, just be this character and just don't talk as loud. And then she's just like, yeah, I can do that. And you know what? I was like, hey man, good for you. Good job. I really don't care anymore. Like I was at first like, I can't stand her, but like she might
won you over.
She might continue to be like his like buddy, like his sidekick, his like, right hand person.
So they had to establish like this is gonna be a chill, not grading character, because both Ned and Michael Pena just killing it. I don't know the character's name for Michael Pena. I don't know the actor's name. It's like Jacob something, I think.
Oh, I don't know what his name is, but he's funny.
But both of them are great. So having somebody that would be like worse than them is a challenge, I think. They need to make sure that they don't face.
So she could. I see it could be two ways. Like, if they make a sequel of this, she could still be in it and like still play her role and have a good time, or they could drop her or whatever and like just phase her out, which is like would also be okay. Like she doesn't make or break this franchise. Obviously, it's about him, and he did a good job.
They could Ed Norton her.
Yeah, they fucking put Mark Ruffalo in there.
Yeah, thanks.
It was good. In the theaters, it has continued to. I've continued to get devastated with the fact that people have forgotten how to act, because besides it being super crowded,
well, they're all at home just like fucking farting up storms, dog.
Pulling out their phones and making phone calls. behind me was like a row of like high school students.
Calling people. Oh,
like, and I was just
high school students.
Either high school or middle school, but I remember they're sitting there
Saturday night,
and they were talking throughout the entire like trailers. And the thing is, my rule is always like, look, go ahead, talk.
Yeah, trailers. You can say a few words. I'm okay with it.
You whisper to your buddy like, hey, that was pretty stupid. You're like, that was pretty, like, or whatever, or make a dumb joke.
I would bang that guy.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, dude, he's hot.
I'd bang him too. Shit like that, right? But I expect when the movie...
Hang on. I'm now imagining being at the movie theater and hearing two dudes being like, yo, bro, that guy's fucking like in front of the trailers. I'd be having a great time.
Yeah, it'd be funny as shit. Yeah,
those dudes rock.
Yeah, but that was not the case.
No.
Now they're being annoying. But the thing is, like, once the movie starts, I need you to shut up.
Yeah.
You need to stop talking, and because I want to disappear and be invested in this thing for the next hour and a half, right?
Yeah, if I'm at home watching a movie with my mom, I'm expecting something totally different than if I'm at the theater.
What does that mean? Yeah. And you go, I don't know, Mom, we just started watching this movie.
Holy shit, we don't know who that character is. Or like,
who's that?
Just said she's a doctor and she's wearing a coat. So.
Is she dead? I don't know, Mom.
She looks alive right now, but she could be dead. We've all been tricked before.
Yeah. But they were still talking throughout the movie, but like not the worst. I was like, that's fine, whatever. Like, I'm gonna get over it. The movie ends in the fact that like it's over, but it's not like really done. Like there's still
it's winding down.
Yeah, it's
it's like, hey, thank you for saving the world. I really appreciate you, Shang-Chi. Would you like to be part of the team?
Big battle's done. They're doing other stuff, and like he starts talking. Like he just starts talking again. And we're getting into like the first end credit or whatever, and everybody, some people had left, people are still waiting, and he just starts talking, and he's just like, someone comes up on the screen. I'm not gonna say who comes up on the screen, but and one of his other friends was like, oh shit, that's so and so, and like, oh cool, and then another person pops on the screen, and he goes like, that's Superman, like a horrible joke, and I was like, and his friend tells him to shut up. He goes like, hey. Shut up. And I was just like, in my head, like, oh, absolutely. Like, if your own group of friends tell you to shut up, you should shut the fuck up.
You fucked up, guy.
Like, you're not even entertaining them.
Care about you.
You've lost your fucking core audience. Stop it, right? And so then I was like, you know what? I'm going to add on to that. So I look back and like, hey, man, you know what? I agree with him. You should shut up. And he just goes,
dude, you were heckling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And then he just goes, yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sure. And like, he just like piped the fuck down. And I look forward. I'm like, cool. I'm going to watch this fucking movie. And then like that first end credit ends.
Yeah.
And then, the regular credits are running. And I'm still waiting. It's like, I know there's
there's going to be a stinger.
Something else, right?
Yeah.
And then Sierra's like, pull out her phone and looks up. Like, she was like, yeah, there's something else. We'll wait. And then the buddies are like, the guys behind me, and like the guy that I just told to shut up goes like, yo, should we go? Like, should we leave? And then the guy's like, no, like, we're going to wait and see if something else happens or whatever. And he's just like, I think we should just like go. Let's just leave. Why are we even doing here? It's like you want to leave so bad because you don't want the lights to come up and me to look at your fucking face because I'm gonna stare at you. There's no way I'm not staring at you. And the thing is, like, it's happened to me. I was in middle school. I went and saw Spider-Man 3. Some shit was happening on the screen. I said something, and a giant man in front of me looked back and told me to shut the fuck up. And I was just like, yeah, instantly.
You know what? I get that forever now. Okay, thank you.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm just instilling the wisdom I was, that was instilled upon me. Like,
when I was a shitty little dumbass and didn't know everything. To shut up.
Yeah. I would have told him to shut the fuck up if my nephew wasn't there. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm just gonna tell him to shut up, and he did. And then the second credit comes up, lights go up or whatever, and he just like boom, instantly jumps, bolts out, right, or whatever. And then I had to go wait, and then like Shannon goes to the potty or whatever, and Sierra's like, oh, I think they're gonna post I'm gonna get a post for Shannon, and then the kid runs back, and I'm like fucking daggers, like bro, I got you, dude. Like I fucking, and he just
found
like,
you.
Yeah, he's like, and like both ways. I'm like, yeah, that's right, bitch.
I would have loved to do that thing that so many people do, where they stand up and then they like go to the stairs and they just stand at like the guardrail.
Oh yeah,
and you just watch it. Yeah. But I would have loved for you to do that, and then you just turn around, like you're there watching the credits, and then you just slowly turn around until you're just staring at this little fucking kid who wouldn't stop talking. You don't even watch the stinger. You just ruin this kid's movie experience forever.
Make him squirm. Yeah.
Hey guys, you want to go to the movies this weekend?
No, I'm cool.
No, I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait the 45 days and just watch it at home.
That little kid's name? Quiz Twiplet.
Yeah. And then
it was me.
And then I saw him in the lobby again, and then he was walking out the lobby, and like he's just like, They're all talking. It's like, yeah, my dad's gonna go pick us up. This is like something. I'm like, yeah, your dad would pick you the fuck up. Like you guys look like shits. Like,
yeah, you're supposed to get picked up by your parents. That's a good thing.
But what I'm saying is, it's like obviously your parents dropped you off and assumed you were mature enough to handle me, but you're fucking not, dude. Like, you're here by yourself. No one's telling you to shut up. I'm glad I told you to shut the fuck up. And the thing is, his other friends knew when to shut up, and they knew like he was doing too much. It's like, dude, stop talking. Like me. If you and I are in the movie theaters and I tell you to shut up, you'd be like, wow, Juan told me to shut up. I should probably stop talking because like he cares for me. Like, I'm trying to tell him like you're being annoying or whatever. I would never tell you to shut up because you're not going to be that person. But
yeah,
you're saying, like,
exactly.
So they're like, yeah, man, if your boy tells you this, you should. So I was like, I'm gonna fucking put this boy in check. So didn't fight anybody. Was so willing to throw hands though. I was 28. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, so what else?
I don't know. I just got reminded. I don't know. Talking about teenagers, shitty teenagers and stuff. Reminded me of my worst movie theater experience. Yeah. Which was in 6th grade when I went to go see White Chicks with all of my friends.
You saw White Chicks in theater?
No, hang on. Let me finish the story. They invited me on AIM. We all agreed on the time. AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, no, I'm not a child.
I know you're not, but I'm sure that a child is listening right now.
Okay.
What's up, children?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
So... Yeah, my dial-up, we were good to go. I had to go to the movie theaters. Mm-hmm. It wasn't far away. It was like a 3-minute drive from where I lived. It was no big deal.
That's nice.
So it was all planned out. Went to the theaters, was about 10 minutes early. Didn't see a single friend there. I waited 15 minutes for the movie, just waiting for them to show up. And it's already been playing. Okay, what do I do? And nobody showed up.
Did you watch the movie?
And they were all in there without me. And we didn't have cell phones.
You just didn't think to go in, though?
No, we had agreed to meet in the lobby.
Okay, and you took too long to get there.
I did not take too long to get there.
Did they sneak by you?
No, they were already they got there 30 minutes early and got to the theater early. They ditched me is what happened.
I think they assumed you would.
They did. I know that you're thinking that these kids were good kids.
Oh, they but
I guarantee you it's the kid who stole my Charizard, my holographic Charizard.
Let it go, man.
He stole the Game Boy from our daycare. He took that shit home. The little kid was a fucking prick, and he planned it around so that he could ditch me.
Wow, dude.
So I stopped being friends with him, and it was great. I left our band.
Did Ashton Kutcher come out and go like, you just got punked?
No.
What was the name of your band? The band that played at the Cuck Fake
Set
place?
in Stone.
The Cuck Fake thing?
No. What?
The cafe. You guys played at a cafe, right?
Yeah, we did play at a cafe once.
Nice.
But yeah.
Your one and only gig.
We played a few shows.
You the drummer?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
We were little kiddos.
They needed a drummer.
It was great.
Sorry that happened to you.
That was a fucked up experience. I hated being ditched by that son of a bitch. Anyways, that's why I have trust problems now. Mm-hmm. That and a number of other fucked up reasons.
I'm not gonna laugh because I know this is like a real tender subject, but I will wait to go home and be like, ha, Trip got ditched. But I won't do it.
Yeah, no, that absolutely happened to me.
I'm not gonna you.
Kids are so mean, and I'm glad that you ruined that little shit's life. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he'll probably forget about it within a week. But I remember like the guy that scared me when I was, I think, probably like 12 or 13. I was just like, yeah, I deserve that. I did absolutely deserve to be told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I was like, fair's fair. I could shut the fuck up. Okay, well, a few more things. This week I went to a tattoo consultation.
Hey,
getting yadded up, getting some yattoos. That's what I call them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's my tattoo person's in Citrus Heights, which is like right next to Sacramento. So there was it's kind of a drive, like an hour and a half drive to talk to this person for 20 minutes, and then be like, all right, cool, and then drive back because I set up the thing, like I submitted my idea. I was like, hey, I'd like to get this. And then I got a phone call I think it was like three weeks to a month later, I got a phone call from her assistant. It's like, hey, we got your idea, we like it, but we want to talk about it more to like get it better, like really nail it down, like what you want. And like,
yeah.
So I'm trying to explain what she wants, what I want over the phone. I'm like, would you be willing to do? I'm like, yeah, let's do a consultation. I'm like, is it like, he's like, you Skype it, Zoom it, he's just like in person. He's like, just come on down to the shop. I was like, all right, that's fine.
Okay.
Like I want this. I'm already investing my time in this. So it just happened to be on Monday, which is Labor Day, right? She's like, hey, are you free? It's like, I'm free whenever. Like, she hit me up on Saturday. She said she's going to tell me like, hey, to set up a time. And then she didn't call me at all. So on Friday that week, the week after Saturday, I hit her up. I was like, hey, this is Juan. Remember this? We're supposed to set up a consultation. Like, you still want to, can we do that? She's like, oh yeah, sure. For sure. Like, she obviously forgot about me.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
as we all do.
And so to be the good guy, I was like, I am literally free whenever you need me to be free. I am free. Let's make it happen. She goes, okay. you good Labor Day? And I was just like, fuck. I have class that day, and that's also the day I have my football draft, my fantasy football draft. I was like, absolutely, let's fucking do it. So I'm like, boom, there, boom, back, submit homework, do the draft, go to class. So it was a busy Monday.
Proud of you.
Yeah, it was fucking hard.
You made it.
So yeah, so we talked, chopped it up, and then she's like, cool, set you up. So we're going to get tattooed sometime in November. So get some fucking body art, which is good. I think it's, I was talking to my brother-in-law, Sierra's older sister's husband.
Yeah.
He wants tattoos, and like we were at dinner, and he's just like, yeah, man, like he's like, because I was telling him about my consultation, and he's just like, yeah, I know I want to do something, but like, I know I keep changing my mind. I was like, and so I told him, like, I was trying to give him advice, like, hey man, what you should do is if you want a tattoo idea, write it down and then put it away, and then a year later come back and like open that box or that notepad or whatever.
Just make sure it's something that you would be okay with.
And then read it, right? Read it over and be like, hey, do I still want this? And if it's a yes, then cool, fucking go. Like, do it, And he's like, yeah, that's just like, that's too long. I was like, well, you've already gone the 29, 30, he's probably in his 30s. He's like, you've probably gone like 32 years with not having a tattoo. What's one more year of you not having it, but then seeing it and being like, yeah, I absolutely want this. And he's just like, okay. And then he goes, I was like, well, what's the idea? He's just like, is it the dragon idea? He wanted, last time I spoke about it, he wants a dragon on his chest, I think. And then like it comes down to his arm and there's a knight fighting it. And I was just like, and in my head, I was like, cool, man, do whatever you want. Like, I'm not going to shit on anyone's idea because like people want to do whatever they want with their body. I think that's tad aggressive. Like, it's a little much for like your first tattoo.
Fucking enormous.
It's huge. Oh, it's huge. His chest down your arm. I was like, that's crazy. It's like, but if you want to do it, like, do it, right? It's like, but again, maybe be sure you want to do it, right? Because it's not an easy thing. It's a whole ass investment. Like, financially, your time, the healing, the itchiness, all of it, right? And I'm like, it's gonna hurt a lot. Those aren't like, your chest isn't an easy area to get tattooed. He's just like, no, they got this numbing cream. I was like, yeah,
dude, they got me so good. Don't even worry about it.
I was like, okay. I was just like, yeah, fine. But he's like, yeah. He goes, that's one of my more recent ideas. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, well, how long have you been kicking that idea? And I was like 3 months. I was like, yeah, wait. I was like, maybe longer. Maybe wait 9 more months and see if you still want that, and then get it going.
Huh.
He's like, oh, another idea I got is like, he wants to get the it's like a Hawaiian hook. Like Maui, like Moana has that giant like hook thing. He's like, yeah. He's like, when I went to Hawaii, he's like, I found out that hook like means like provider for the family and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, if it means something to you, that's fine. And then he goes, I go, where are you gonna get? It's like, oh, like around my chest. Like, yeah, cool. Like, yeah, you can get a Hawaiian hook on your chest. And I go, you gonna style thinking? You thinking like a black tribal? He goes like, yeah, I was thinking black tribal. I really do like black tribal. And I was just like, my head was like, you fucking would like black tribal, you fucking bro, dude, And I was just like trying to like tell out, and I was like, yeah, man, cool. There's some fucking pretty cool tribals out there. It's like, and I'm just like not a big fan of it. So I was like, okay, do whatever you want. I was like, yeah. So it was just a good conversation I had with him about tattoos.
Okay, so one thing that's always funny to me.
Yeah, what you got?
There are hella people that get tattoos in other languages and shit because they're just like, yeah, that's cool. It means this.
This means like, but perseverance.
Yeah, like whatever.
Chinese.
Like that's something people do all the time.
Yeah.
This is essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's Hawaiian instead.
Yeah.
And
the appropriation of that.
Just because you know what it is that okay?
Yeah,
He's just a white dude who's like, I like the meaning of this.
Put it on my body. Yeah.
Also, my kids like Maui. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's interesting.
It is. I think it boils down to like, you can appreciate something or whatever, and you can like the meaning behind it. It shouldn't stop you from doing something. If it then becomes, I think like your personality and like you're just like boasting about this, it maybe is a little extra, because there's people who do Japanese tattoos, right? Like the style of Japanese traditional Japanese tattoos, and there's like a lot of rules to it. Like, people have like full body suits or whatever. And there's also like just like, a bunch of white dudes like, yeah, I got this fucking koi fish on my fucking arm. I was like, cool. Like, maybe what's that mean to you? He's like, I don't fucking know. It's just like a dope ass fish or whatever. It's like, that fish means a lot of things to specific people. Maybe you should try to like know
maybe a little bit of knowledge.
Exactly. So I'm like, so in my head I was like, at least he's like, he knows that it means that,
right.
And he's not like getting, he's not getting like Chinese characters. No. Like, this says, freedom of will or whatever. And he says, like, you fucking idiot or whatever. Like, so it's like, oh, so I'll give you that. You're doing a little bit of work. But maybe not.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
A little risky.
Yeah, but whatever. I don't think he'll do it because he's just so, like, willy-nilly about it. I'm talking about, every time he says he's going to tattoo, I go, like, you going to get the Superman logo? He's like, no. I was like, yeah, you should get the Superman logo. Isn't your favorite superhero? He's like, yeah, he is. Like, you should get the Superman logo. I'm going to get a Superman logo on this fucking guy.
That would be great.
Maybe I'll just like, on his birthday, I'll take him out and be like, we're getting tattooed. Like, just fucking make him do it. I'd get in so much trouble.
He starts getting the dragon.
Yeah, I'd get in so much trouble. So that's, got the consultation, which had a really good time. Like I said, I also did the fantasy football draft that same Monday. It went fine. My friends are idiots. Like, I hate the draft because I practice so hard and do mocks and stuff. And then I don't know why I do this. I do this every year. I practice and like I at the position I'm drafting, and then I go to draft, and then my friends do absolutely everything that no one else did that I practiced with because they're fucking insane. So with my 10th pick, I go, wow, I usually pick this player. But because my friends drafted like idiots, this other better player is available. So I have to take them, because if I don't take them and I go with the thing I practice, like, I'm stupid. And so then for the first 5 or 6 rounds, everything's off, and I just end up with the team I've never gotten in any of my mock drafts, and I go, well, what the fuck? And then there's always one person that does something really stupid, like in a later round or an early round, and then everybody just shits on him. And this season was Matt. He did something, and people were like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, you ruined the draft. Oh, and I was like, no, this draft was ruined like by the 3rd pick. It is insane. So I ended up with a team. I'm not like super in love with it, but it happens every year, so I shouldn't be surprised. They also send you like an email, but like, hey man, this is how your draft went. Like, NFL sends you an email, like an analyzing your draft. It's all like mostly generated, like a computer like spits it in and spits it out. It's not like an actual person's like, fucking doing shit. And for some reason, my friends always seem to really like put merit in like what that grade for your draft was and what their projected record and your projected position is at the end of the season or whatever. They always share it around like, yeah, I got an A+ on my draft, blah, blah, blah. I'm supposed to go, 13-2 or whatever. Because none of it matters. And this year I got a B. I was like, hey, that's pretty good on my draft. The draft went well. I got a B. I'm projected to go like win 3 games this season and finish in 8th. I was like, that's fucking bullshit.
That's a
like,
B, man. You're 8th out of 10. Yeah.
I was just like, B. And I'm talking to Adrian's like, yeah, I got a B+. I'm supposed to win like 9 games, and I'm supposed to finish in 3rd. I was like, that's horseshit. And I was like, whatever, doesn't matter.
Maybe if you were just a little better.
If it was just fucking a little good. No one wins. I'm gonna say this now. No one wins the fantasy football season on the draft, but my friends love to believe that that's where it's all boils down to.
Hey man, if they're having fun with it, cool.
I would really like to win just because fuck those guys, but it's still just a good time to hang out with my friends. So that happened. Lastly, the challenge, still in first place. Jero's Amber B, his player, had an amazing fucking show out, like 40 something points. He's now in second place. Here's in third. Steph's in fourth. Jero and Steph actually forgot to set up their lineup, so I messaged them. Remember I told you that. And then today, like that same week, Steph just like texted me and Jero in the group and was just like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over playing. And I was just like, all right, well, that's fair. I did really ask you guys to,
hey, make sure this is an actual commitment you want to do.
Yeah. And I was talking to Sierra. I was like, hey, like this is what Steph said. And Sierra,
was it a month?
Yeah, it was about a month.
Okay.
It was like episode 4, yeah. And I was just like,
shit.
So I told Sierra's like, well, maybe next season, like, we just go back to you and me, because if someone's not going to take it seriously and like we do and we have enjoyed, like, it might as well just go back to the 2 of us. But Steph did set up her lineup this week, and Jero did too. So I was like, nah, maybe it's just a fluke, or I don't know. But she was like, I'm over it. I was just like, that's disappointing. I thought we were having fun.
Hey man, well, if you need somebody to completely just blindly go into it, why wouldn't I play?
Yeah, that's true. You got nothing else doing.
Yeah, I'm like, if a friend would like me to join them, then I will join them for nearly anything.
Would you watch the show, though?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you'd hate it. But yeah, we should do it. Next season, we'll get you in.
You don't quite understand my relationship with reality TV. It's a very tumultuous relationship where half the time, it's exactly what I need. And the other half, I'm like, why did they make this fucking garbage? But I get why.
Yeah.
But I'm watching it, and I'm like, infuriated because I care about it for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, the game has made it more fun for me because for a while it is just me like, I'm getting so mad at these fucking people. But now I'm more invested. And I was
now you're like, hey, they did a thing on the bingo card.
Yeah, fucking 2 points. Yeah, so that's it. I'm busy with animating. I'm on crunch time, just kind of doing a bunch of polish and stuff.
What are you animating?
This week I worked on my walk cycle and my 3-hit combo, and I submitted that. I think he might have came back. So the way it works, like I send it in, he'll give me a grade, and then I look at it and I kind of go, okay, cool, it needs to improve some more.
Is this with or without an environment?
What do you mean? Like, is it like in the game or whatever?
Like, does it have a like full scene,
no,
or is it just a walk cycle, just a 3-hit combo?
It's just
be transplanted into whatever.
It's just in the Maya scene, which is the play blast. So like the scene is just like a flat ground and like that does a thing. But we also are implementing them into the Unreal Engine and like make, it has a game and stuff. And then I had to connect it and stuff. So but right now I'm working on just getting my like them to a better grade and then like making sure they all work properly because they're all in the game and they all work in the game or whatever. But they just need to look better. So I need to fix it in Maya and then just re-upload them in the game, and it should be fine. So yeah, so I did the walk, 3-hit combo, like I worked on some notes on that, and then today I worked on my idol, and then I think he got back to me and like gave me like some notes on other stuff, so he's got to double back. So essentially, I keep working on stuff, send him shit, and then while he's grading shit, I just keep working on more stuff, send him shit, and it's kind of that's me for the next 2 weeks, just kind of.
Sounds really thrilling.
It is better than the seasons before the classes before, because classes before has just been like, hey, you work on this one project for 3 months and then you get a final grade. And this one's like, you work on a project for a week and then we'll give you a grade and then do the next one. And then in the last 2 weeks of school is like, cool, let's get all those grades up. And I go, okay, and it's just like kind of crunch.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I think it's different. Like I had my one-on-one with my teacher, and he was like asking me how I like the program. I'm like, I like it. It's different than the other classes I've had, but I still have a lot to learn just about how game animation works and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm there. I'm there to learn it and stuff. So
fair, yeah.
That's it, man. Fucking, I don't know if it was like a busy week, but I feel like I talked a bunch.
You did talk a bunch, but I liked hearing it because I don't have anything to say.
Hear about your life.
I was going to have a great night playing Fall Guys with my friends, and the power went out. And then it came back when everyone was leaving, so that was nice to say goodbye.
It was late.
Yeah. I was pretty disappointed. I'm like, fuck, I was planning on this. This is the only thing I look forward to all day. The power went out like right when I started.
Well, I walked in on Sierra talking to Deanna or whatever, and I was just like, and they were just having a conversation about like Tom's eating habits and just like a bunch of stuff, and I go, what the fuck's going on? Like, what? This isn't how you guys play video games. It's usually you guys just yelling random shit to each other, And then Sierra pulls out the headset. She goes, Trip's power went out. I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense why Trip's not here. And then you just show up and you just start come in and instantly it's like back to
because I wanted to hype everyone up and I'm like, oh, okay, you guys are done. All right, my bad.
Yeah, that sucks though. It was out for like what, half an hour?
You could say half an hour, but I would have said 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, it was out for 2 hours. It sucked.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, and then when I came back, my friends left and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It's been 2 hours.
What'd you do for 2 hours in the dark?
Just pretty much looked up when is the power coming back. refresh. No, there's nothing to do. I just hung out on my phone on the internet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was just vibing. So it was chill. But that was a huge bummer. And then I just played a ton of Monster Hunter stories too.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's about it. It was a lot of fun though. It was totally worth me playing a ton of. What happened is I dropped it for a while because I was playing a lot of Pokemon Unite.
But then we know what happened.
I deleted that game, so now I've been playing Monster Hunter Stories 2. Thank fucking God. It's been a lot of fun. I think... I really don't know if I should say it, but I think it was my favorite boss fight of any RPG for the final boss.
Ever?
Of any... Yeah, I'm like, that's pretty bold. For a single player game, like MMO's totally different deal, but just playing like a single player game, the last boss was, I think, the most fun. It was like very challenging considering everything, which was awesome. I love having an extra challenge. I think you were supposed to go and grind before the last boss.
And you didn't.
I didn't really give a fuck. I was just like, whatever. But I did decide to do like one specific thing. I don't remember what it was anymore. It's been a long time since then. But anyways, did the boss fight. It was fucking incredible. Loved it. Essentially a giant penis monster turned into a moth monster. Nice. It was great. Slaughtered it and then continued collecting monsters to grind up into like juice to feed to my other monsters or whatever. It's been great. But you could play 2-player. So I tried it before I beat the game with Sam, and we were like, this isn't worth it. Mm-hmm. This feels like you could kill everything in one hit, and I'm just like doing the normal thing. So whatever. I'll try to beat the game as fast as possible. So that was my goal. Beat the game, and then we were able to play together. And again, I could tell he is so much more leveled up. I just beat the game, and everything is crazy difficult. No big deal. Whatever. So I'm at the point right now where I'm finally caught up. Everything that I have is all leveled up all the way. And now we're about to be able to play together and have a blast. I also made my character who looks pretty fucking stupid on purpose. She has like these kind of like drowsy, intense eyes and a mouth that's just like an oval with like teeth drawn in like a grid kind of. Like imagine that, just like a kind of situation, wow. You know? Really dumb. And now I found out that there is an armor that like at high rank, it changes from being like a weird little like wetsuit thing to, all right, so now you have like a whole headdress. Your mask covers your face in like a terrifying way. It's skin tight and it looks like you're some kind of like a lizard human. So I made that black and pink. So it's just like terrifying.
So you really went all out.
Yeah. This was last night, like right before I finished playing. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know this was in the game. So I got that just to like make myself look cooler. It's cool, so
cooler
much fun.
in like, yeah.
Cooler in a way where my friend will go, what the fuck? Because male and female characters have different armor, of course.
Right.
So the female armor, the one that I was using is actually my favorite in the game. But then I saw this and was like, it's so freaky. It's there's a giant fish monster called a plesioth. It's kind of garbage. There's a meme about it from the regular Monster Hunter games because it just hip checks you and you can't avoid it no matter what because it has a really crazy hitbox. So people are intimidated because of that. But in general, it's just a giant fish with 2 legs. It looks hella dumb.
Wait, 2 legs like on the land?
Yeah. It's fucking stupid. All right. So I love this motherfucker just for the like old school memes.
Yeah, okay.
But he's not. I've never cared about the gear. It's never been like that hard of a fight for me. It's just like a what the fuck? Like, why is that one move so hard kind of thing? And then in this game, totally pointless pushover enemy. And then I found out that it has different armor when it gets to high rank. And I was like, holy shit, is this the best monster in the game? You can't even get it on your team, you know?
Really?
Yeah. There are a few that you can't. And I don't know why, but that's one of them. There's also like a few different kinds of eggs to where there's... For herbivores, it's an egg with these like really long, kind of like pill-shaped lines. For a lot of other things, it's like zigzags going up and down, or zigzags from side to side, or like a tiger print type thing going on. It can also be like spots all over the place, like little like weird kind of misshapen dots. And then there's one with actual circles, and there's only one with actual circles for a totally pointless monster that you would never use. It's like a sand shark fish. I don't know why they would have one distinct one different for just that. Mm-hmm. And then there's elder dragons that have like stars and shit on it. And it just goes on and there's more and more. But then there's also wavy ones and ones with just parallel lines up and down going vertical. And there's one monster for the vertical lines one. It's a spider. I don't know why they decided it would be vertical lines, but whatever. They had 2 of them. Think like webs, I guess, strings.
Yeah, go up and
whatever.
down. Yeah.
Who cares? And then, yeah, I don't understand why they would have that one and then the one other like shark thing. Like
what makes them so special? Yeah.
Why have those be different when there are others that have, okay, yeah, there's like 20 plus different kinds of eggs in that specific category. Like, it's so bizarre. Well, I don't get it. It doesn't affect anything. I just think it's interesting from a design standpoint to be like, yeah, we want to use this, but like not in a way that accentuates anything in particular. It's just that one really doesn't fit that type of egg. I don't know. I mean, I get that it's a fish type thing, and there aren't really other fish type things, so it's got to be circles. But I don't fucking get it. Whatever. I'm really trying to think of the rest of my week, and I don't think that there's been anything super significant.
But that's like,
yeah, I mean, I just helped my dad out. He had to take his car in for his brakes.
Yeah.
He gave me a Roomba because he was going to get rid of it no matter what.
If you want a king-size bed, hit us up.
Yeah, he was just like, do you need a Roomba? I'm like, not really. He's like, well, I'm just going to get rid of it. All right, I guess.
Yeah.
I could justify it. Because if it wasn't, like, better than the one I had, no reason. Yeah. But mine has a little weird thing going on with the charger, so fuck it. Hasn't worked for a long time. Had to manually vacuum, which is totally unacceptable.
Not in this day and age.
Yeah, exactly. I have maids for that. They're called Roombas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my week, man. I haven't been up to much. I don't want to talk about a whole lot.
That's fine.
It's been very mellow, very good, very chill.
Don't even worry about it. I talked enough for the both of us.
You did, and I loved it.
Anime?
Yeah.
Okay. I caught up with some. I didn't watch all the anime because I've been busy, but I did need. Anime? I did feel like taking like a moment and being like, you know what, I'm going to take some time and like just watch some anime that I like. I know I enjoy. So I finished up To Your Eternity, which you had already finished, right?
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
It was good, man. Like this episode was sad. It wasn't.
Well, it was the end. Yeah,
it was the end. You know, there's going to be a second season. They said it. They're like, hey, season coming 2022 or whatever.
And they did a little preview because it doesn't time jump. It's like,
oh, it did do preview.
It's like 20 fucking years later. And
yeah,
I'm like, whoa!
2 decades later, homie. You know, it's just, I'm like, yeah, man. It's a great show, man. I really like
Beautiful,
it.
Sad.
It has done the thing where like it goes through cycles, and I've kind of some of it becomes a little predictable, but I still really enjoy it. Like visually, there's like some really good animation. There are times the quality drops, but that's because I understand fucking episode 5 was amazing or whatever. I was like, cool.
So the animation's not great, but the story is still there.
Oh yeah,
that's one thing that's great about having that animation budget not get met for this kind of a show is that while there's a heavy emphasis on some pretty cool fight scenes and some interesting sequences of animation, it's entirely a character-driven show.
It's about the characters, it's about them, developing.
Yeah, hundreds of years of alien learning.
Yeah, so it was a really good show. I'm excited for season 2 when it comes out. I'm still really bummed out that they're probably going to change the intro because I fucking love the intro to this fucking show, but good shit. So yeah, watch that. Good stuff. Caught up with Remake Our Lives. Last week you talked about it and you're like, I don't want to spoil nothing. And I was like, that's fair.
Well, there were a couple of things that I was like, I don't want to spoil at the end there. But in general, the last episode had that we didn't talk about had some departures and had some emotional breaks
and then
from each other, and then
this episode had some some repercussions to people's actions,
finally, but like in a way that is very typical anime and not in a way that's like realistic. Of course. So
but I fucking love it.
Oh, how do I tell my wife that I'm from the future past? Like
what? Oh god, yeah, he's just like the little kid comes out like, Daddy. He's like, who the fuck are you talking about? It's like, you, Daddy Chan. And he's just like, oh my god. And it's just like, dude.
She looks just like him too.
And I go, yeah, no, she does. She's fucking carbon copy. Someone copy pasted and shrunk
the mom.
Yeah. What I'm saying is just like, our characters, throughout the entire show has led to be really competent. And then like this episode happened and I go like, why are you so fucking dumb? Like,
well, I can't remember if it was the last episode or the one before where he just starts being like, all right, we gotta make this porn game, and then everyone's going, hey, I just, I'm not really feeling this porn game for like these reasons, and this is kind of, and then he just goes, too bad, fucking do it.
Yeah.
To everybody, and they're like, thanks for the advice, man. I'm really glad we talked. Right. Every single time they were like, dude, solid advice, you're the best.
Yeah.
And when he was doing that, I was just like, this is a shitty lesson. Mm-hmm. What's happening? Why is he just changing? Like, he's specifically being like, no, don't do the thing you want to do. Do the thing that I need you to do.
Well, Yeah. Even himself is just like, God, man, I really don't want to stifle your creativity, but fuck you, do what I say. And I go, I understand that like completely. But God, man, like, what do you like? And I was like, my head's like, well, why are you like this guy? You know, it makes sense why he did that. So then we get this episode, and I go, oh, okay.
We get the episode where now everybody has stopped doing all the things that they love, and he's like, it's all my fault.
Well, you were saying this, like, you said, yeah, man, none of them do any of the art stuff that they did, like the artsy stuff they did. It's like, but they all seem to be happy. And I was like, fuck you. I was like, no, bro. Like,
they do. They all seem pretty chill.
I was like, all the shit that they like, that the amazing stuff that they did doesn't exist anymore. And it's his fucking fault. And he's just like, I'm just going to drink and stumble home and cry on my wife's boobs. I go, yeah, man, I support that. Good stuff. I really like the show. I did not.
It's fun.
I did not expect it to do this. Like in this last two episodes, I was like, "Yeah, man, we're just going in the past. He's gonna live his life."
You were
forward.
already enjoying.
Yeah, and I was like having a good time. And then they did this. I was like, "Hey, man, good change of pace. Didn't expect it. Let's see what happens."
Yeah, they tricked us. We thought we were watching a show about the past, but it was actually about the future.
Sons of bitches tricked me.
They're doing a whole Christmas thing.
Dude, I know Scrooge McDuck, bro. You know, fucking Scrooge McDuck.
You're on the same page.
That's exactly what they do. Like, fucking, was it like, I'm the ghost of Christmas past?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Muppets. I'm so glad that you said Scrooge.
I couldn't remember what's the name of the not McDuck one?
Uncle.
No, because
Scrooge.
Yeah, but his name it's McDuck is
Scrooge McUnc.
No. What I'm saying is like, what is it's called? Is it called the Christmas Carol? No, Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas Carol.
Yeah, okay. And then what is the bad guy's name?
The bad guy?
The main character.
Hold on. Yeah, Scrooge.
Well, what's his last name?
Scrooge.
It's just Scrooge?
His last name is Scrooge.
What's his first name?
McDuck.
No, it's not.
His name is McDuck Scrooge.
No, Scrooge.
I don't know his first name. I don't fucking care. You think that I go around watching? I do want to watch Muppets. I will say this. I want to go on a Muppets bender. And I might be doing that this weekend. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling crazy, you know.
You could
wake up 7 a.m. with a hot bag of watermelon, and I'm just going to go to town watching all the Muppets movies.
You could learn how to improve our streaming for Twitch.
It's going to be so Muppets. Great. Just pouring butter in that bag. Ugh. Just me and that melon.
That's so gross. Yeah.
Is it that gross?
Yeah, Donald Duck.
Do you think my habits are that gross?
Hold on. Explain to me.
What?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, the three ducks, right?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, yeah, for sure.
Are they Donald's nephews?
Yeah.
Does that mean that... Okay, and then Scrooge McDuck is Donald's uncle.
Their uncle.
So that means they're the triplets, that's the great uncle.
Yeah.
Okay. I just needed to lay that out. My head was going to explode. I was like, wait, hold on. They call him uncle? Yeah, he's a great uncle. Like second uncle.
I don't even... Yeah, the Duck family line is way too complex for me. Yeah. I'm just going to be very brief.
I'm going to be really honest with you.
It goes Donald, Daisy, and then everything else. Yeah, it exists.
But you don't know
I'm not there for it, man.
Yeah.
I get it. You had to make your Tailspin film or whatever the fuck it was, where all the kids jumped in the money in the trailer. Just getting everything wrong about all these Disney movies and shows from the same era.
Hold on, wait. That's not
Tailspin.
No, that one's
with the bears.
That was called Duck. Okay, yeah,
I know it was called
DuckTales, and then Tailspin is Baloo. Go fuck yourself. Don't fuck with my head. How did he go from hanging out with fucking Mowgli to then flying a commercial plane?
I don't know, dude.
And like delivering shit with his nephew who used a sky, like a, what was it? It was like a piece of, I can only describe it as a piece of round aluminum, like metal that he sky surfed with. Remember that? He did that, right? He would like grab onto the rope and go out sky surf.
Yeah, I think so.
Why don't we sky surf more often?
I don't know.
That's not a thing.
Do we need to do a Bears watch through of Tailspin? What was Tailspin and Gummy Bears?
I never saw Gummy Bears. I've heard of it.
Yeah, but you know the theme song.
How's it go?
Gummy Bears, Gummy Bears,
big pipes,
happy, and you know.
I don't know.
Gummy Bears.
You know, actually, that second one hit me pretty good.
Yeah, that one got you.
We're gonna get fucking copyright stricken. Yeah,
it's just fucking old ass 80s cartoon shit, man. Yeah. Anyways,
anime.
Like I was saying, they're doing some Christmas Carol shit, and it's great. Remake Our Lives was good. And then you watched another show?
No, that's it. I wanted to watch, I want to save watching Sunny Boy until I'm free and can actually just sit down and focus. Because last week explained to me what was going on, and my head exploded. It's like, fuck.
Do you want me to do the same thing this week?
No, leave me alone. Like, I'm not in the mood. Tell me, you have a good time this week with that episode?
Oh my God.
Okay, cool. Then shut the fuck up. Because last week I was just like, he's killing me. He's literally killing me because I have no idea what he's talking about. It's going
to be another episode where you're just like, oh yeah, totally enwrapped in it. And then by the end you go,
what the fuck?
Wait, what were our main characters doing? Like, I get that everything else was like some crazy philosophical bullshit, but like, what was the actual act of our characters going through these different places? Because essentially it's just like, it's a cat girl, world boy, and the dog, right? It's the three of them right now, and they're all hanging out just talking about the dog's past. And they're like, how'd you become a dog? And then he tells a million stories. And while he's telling all those stories that have to do with Nietzsche's last man theory, some M theory, string theory type stuff, it's got a lot of like Jesus stuff going on. There was another part of it that I didn't quite understand.
You're doing the thing I asked you not to do.
I know. But what I'm saying is all of this is going on, and our characters keep going from they were at the beach, and now they're somewhere weird, and now they're somewhere totally different where the background is just a bunch of splotches. And like this is all going on in between the story of what happened with the dog man that's all philosophical and shit. They're just like, it gives us every once in a while brief shots of like, oh, okay. Well, what about this thing? And then everything around is fucking insane. And then they just wind up coming back through the tree that was on fire.
Any monkey baseball?
No.
Okay. Well, then we're done talking. We're done talking about this show. I'm excited to watch it when I have the time. I don't have the time right now.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me about the aquarium show.
Yeah, I don't want to, but I will. So
I saw a crab in this episode, like a little. Did you send me that? I saw someone put crab in their pants or something like that. Is that happening this episode?
The fuck are you talking about?
In the aquarium show?
No.
Magic crab?
No.
The last episode?
The hospital one?
Yeah, was it crab?
There was a crab in that one.
That's the one.
And I told you, and the nurse was all like, she was a bitch. That episode sucked.
Yeah.
This episode though ruled. You know why it ruled?
Fish boy.
No.
Fish girl.
No.
Jesus.
So, yeah, that was it. It was actually, it was that they started exploring the idea of entering different worlds from their own perspectives and seeing how that would go. In order to restore their own aquarium, now they have to transcend time and go into a different...
Are you talking about Sunny Boy again, you son of a bitch?
Somebody from out of town needed to train. She's doing all this aquarium training and work and stuff, and she wants to be a good aquarium girl, and she gets assigned the aquarium that's shutting down that our main characters are at, the magical one. And of course, just like the rest of it, she was a huge fucking bitch, and everyone knew it. She was such a bitch. She was so mean to everyone. And our like the girl who is the daughter of the guy who is the director of the aquarium.
Oh my god. Thank you for painting an amazing picture. Now explain to me how the duck family works.
All right. So that fucking dude's daughter, who's like running the aquarium and shit, is supposed to be training this other girl, and she was being kind of a bitch while that was going on because the other girl was being kind of a bitch. So of course it makes sense. Essentially, she's thinking like, oh, hot shot new aquarium girl, just gonna learn all the things about it and take it back to her own aquarium. But then in general, there wasn't much to do anyways at this aquarium because they're really slowing things down and getting ready to shut down. So there's not a lot of work to do around there that day. So they did a little bit, and she's like, all right, what else? And they're like, I mean, we're going to walk the penguins. You want to come for that? And that was like it. And she called, and she was all pissed and threw a big old complaint. She's like, how the fuck am I supposed to learn if I'm learning with this little fucking kid who won't help me? So then she throws a big old fit. She's like, I'll only work with the director, who wasn't working right now because his daughter was taking over for him while it was getting ready to shut down. So he comes back and he trains her, and he's like, there's not really much to do, so we're just going to walk around and hang out.
Good episode.
So they just hung out, and she was like, he's useless too. Everything's old here. Nothing fucking works. No wonder they fucking suck. So of course she learned she didn't learn shit, dude.
Damn,
nothing
dude.
happened.
Didn't see Jesus?
Nah, nothing happened.
No crabs?
It was just another episode where they were just like, fucking bummer, bro. I don't know what's going to happen. It feels like they're constantly flipping back and forth between, all right, there's this amazing aquarium. Everyone loves it. Even if it's kind of shitty now, it used to be this incredible thing. And they keep sending this message of like, yeah, lots of people go there, but they're like season pass holders and they don't even care about the fish. They're just going there to hang out. Like there are little kids that go and play their Yu-Gi-Oh cards there and they have a blast. And the main character was like, yo, you guys don't even like look at the fish in here. What's up? And they're like, yeah, well, we know all the fish in here. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. That one's got these 3 fish. That one has those 5 fish. Like nailing all the names and just going straight for it. And she's like, actually, do you want to work here? Those fish moved and we have these fish in there instead now. So, whoa, looks like you're not paying attention, fucko. Checkmate. And then she learned that, yeah, people aren't paying attention to the aquarium and they aren't appreciating all the fish the way that, they should be. Yeah. And she was a little bummed out by that. But also, I don't know. They had a little conversation, like the girl, the director girl.
Oh God, here we fucking go.
Director girl goes up to these fucking kiddos, and they're just chilling. They're talking like, "Yeah, this place rules. I love this place. It's the fucking tits." And then little dude goes, "Yeah, one time I was here, and I saw my dead dog, and it responded to my name, and like we hung out, and it was so cool." And his friend's like, "Whoa, that's fucking awesome!" And then the director girl is like, I did a thing with my family members. Oh, God. You know how it goes.
Yeah,
You've been there.
I get it. I know anime. I get it.
You know. So yeah, her parents are also zoned in the aquarium place. You know as it goes, transcending space and time in the aquarium.
I don't want to watch the show.
It's a really nice little slice of life, but it's got kind of bummer tones going all over the place. Fortunately, all I have to do is look at their eyes and go, God, they're gorgeous.
Gorgeous eyes.
They're even better than Re-Life 2, which is what I'm calling Remake Our Lives.
You like the eyes in that show?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like it. It's got like
good eyes.
A few different tones. They're all pretty solid. They had a lot of
girlfriend, great eyes.
Yeah,
amazing eyes.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But
I think what you're trying to say, not girlfriend, but rent a girlfriend.
No, I'm saying girlfriend.
I
think so. I think they had pretty good eyes.
They had good eyes in that. I don't know.
You're just too mesmerized by their boobs. You couldn't fucking focus.
I just remember how simplistic the main character looked and how he was.
He's so every dumb. Man, dude. That we could fucking be
sat there without any animation, going, bah, but I have a girlfriend though. Oh, but maybe I could have 2 girlfriends though.
And he did. He's living the dream.
And now he has 20 girlfriends.
No way.
Yeah,
girlfriend.
He's actually stopped being a boy, so now he's a girl too.
Shit,
so
dude.
He's another girlfriend in the bunch. It's crazy.
Dude, did I even mention? Sorry, I didn't mean to say.
Did I even mention?
Did I mention? Speaking of all the girlfriends in the world, fucking Drake dropped "Certified Lover Boy" for my birthday. On my birthday, bro.
Oh, I didn't know we were allowed to talk about Kanye West and Drake and all that stuff.
Oh, you want to talk about that stuff?
I didn't realize we were allowed to do that.
Why not?
I just thought that it was too controversial right now.
Oh. I like Drake's album better than Kanye's.
Oh yeah, I've listened to them both at the same time several times through. Yeah. And honestly, it's almost as good as Neil Cicerega stuff.
I don't know who that is.
I think that they just need to work it out. Oh yeah, you do, dude.
Who's that?
Oh, you hate it.
What?
Yeah, he remixes all the songs in ways that you hate.
No way.
Yeah, we've talked about. You know it. I love his Ghostbusters remix.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Bustin'. Yeah, I ain't afraid no ghost. I ain't afraid no sleep.
Is that the really weird dude that does like live things? Like he just like how do I explain this?
He did Potter Puppet Pals.
That guy. Okay.
He did the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
I shouldn't have opened up this fucking thing, but you just said,
like I said,
you said girlfriend. I was like, oh shit, that.
Yeah, just like the song,
just like all of Drake's songs. Yeah,
just like track 11 on the mashup album between the two of them that I created. Yeah,
I got to a little tiff with DJ because DJ was talking mad shit about how great Dondo was. I was like, oh cool, I'll listen to it. He really was enjoying the like the listening parties and like visual things he was releasing or whatever. So like, and some of it was pretty fucking wild what he was doing. And so the album came out, I listened to it. It's like almost 2 hours long. I was like, you know what? But I'm listening to all of it. It was fine. There's like a few songs on it that I like, but as a whole, I was like, not really my favorite. DJ loves it, and of course he loves it. And he's just like talking about how amazing it is, all this stuff, and then Certified Lover Boy came out like a week later. He's just like, well, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give it the same treatment, and I'm gonna fucking listen to Drake's and give my honest review. And then he just shit all over it, destroyed it. He's just like, this is fuckboy music. Only fuckboys like it. It's fucking for TikTokers. And I was just like, hey man, that hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. So I hit up DJ. I was like, hey man, I heard what you said about Certified Lover Boy. Go fuck yourself. Essentially, I was like, look man, like, I liked it a lot better than Donda. I told him all the things I didn't like about Donda, whatever. And then I was just like, I'd rather be a fuckboy than be this, whatever. And then like I said, hit send. And then I go, also, it's my birthday. You can't fucking say I'm wrong or whatever. And then I wait for an hour and he doesn't text me back. I'm like, maybe it was a little too hard on DJ. So then I text him again, like, hey man, sorry about the last text. Donda wasn't for me. I like Certified Lover Boy. I hope you're doing well. And then DJ gets back to me. He's just like, and he goes like, oh, hey, man, happy birthday. And then he proceeds to tell me why I'm wrong about my opinion. And then I was just like, cool, man. As long as we both agree that we don't like each other's opinion. He's like, yeah, perfect. So it was a good time, though. I forgot to mention that. Sorry to fucking bogart your shit.
Dude, no, it's all good. I mean, when we have to talk about a child groomer's like album that he just dropped, I'm always down for that. For sure. Or like an insane person that probably needs a lot of professional help. But he's been put in the spotlight thanks to a lot of weird choices.
A lot of madness, yeah. It's crazy. A lot of crazy.
I'm glad that we got to talk about those two things.
For sure. You gonna finish the anime? The last thing is My Hero that you watched, right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It was pretty good.
Yeah? What's going
on? Well, villains are doing villain stuff. Twice is having a pretty good time.
I like Twice.
Yeah. He's learning more about himself and accepting himself for being a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so we're in the midst of that. And we got to see some neat new cloning stuff going on.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Essentially it. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure
I got it, yeah.
Yeah, but it ends with a giant building collapsing, so that was pretty exciting. Okay. And I'm excited to watch more of it. It's a pretty good story arc. It seems like next episode is going to be the one that people really like this story arc for. Okay. And I only say that because it seems to focus on our main Deku antagonist. His mortal rival kind of situation.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. What you talking about? Hands Guy McGee?
Yeah, I'm talking about Hands Guy McGee.
What's his name, dude?
It's like Shigaraki.
It's got why can't I remember his name? I can never remember his name.
It's definitely like Shigaraki.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Shigaraki.
Yeah.
No, I never remember his name. That's my bad. I just don't.
Sierra knows his name for sure.
I'm terrible at names in everything.
Sierra's probably yelling at the fucking dashboard right now, like, it's her name is this. Yeah, she fucking absolutely knows.
I'm just chilling and I'm like, dude, I don't care. I'm just sitting over here having a good time calling Jackie Chan, and Chris Tucker, instead of their character names, which I'm not gonna try to remember.
Yeah, do I remember their name?
No,
I don't, man.
No,
God, I feel like it.
Lee.
He does say Lee a lot. God, he yells a lot in that movie, doesn't he?
Yeah, he yells a lot in that movie.
Yeah,
he is very much like very typical loud black stereotype.
Yeah.
But in a way that makes you go like, oh, this bumbling idiot. And then by the end, he redeems himself by not being as much of an idiot. That's what happens in both movies. It's pretty great.
He was so rich at that. Like he making so much money off the movie.
Dude. You're making Jackie Chan movies.
Dude, and then he's just broke now.
You haven't made any Jackie Chan movies in about a decade. Yeah, he did make Rush Hour 3.
Yeah, we should get Rush Hour 4 though. That'd be cool.
Which still the best bit from Rush Hour, since we're now a Rush Hour podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Is probably in the little deleted scene after the credits. I goofed up with the whole. He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3. Fuck, that joke is the best joke ever. Guys, this is the Instagram podcast. Thank you guys.
I like when Chris Tucker can't say Pollo Loco. He's like, El Poco Loco. He's like, just say El Pollo Loco.
He can't say anything.
Yeah, that one got me. He's like, El Paca Laca. Like, he couldn't do it.
No, he can't do any. He can't say a single word, and it's so funny. And then they also show the clips of Jackie Chan not being able to pronounce whatever. So when they show Chris Tucker not being able to do it, Jackie's especially like, yeah,
how do you feel, idiot?
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I love that. Anyways, yeah, so it was a weird episode of My Hero. They just essentially played a movie from the 90s. Okay. Starring Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, it was neato. Yeah, it was fun. I honestly think that overall, Sunny Boy is just doing such a different thing. This last episode could be like one of those standalone, like get awards kind of episodes to where it has such like incredible animation, has its own self-contained story that explores like a bunch of different themes. It's got some darkness to it. It's got some like really unique concepts and unique relationships. It's cool. It's beautiful. I don't know what they did, but they are just like firing off with this animation these last couple of episodes.
I think Madhouse has just been like dormant. And they're like, it's time to fucking come back, boys.
They had the movie episode, the like film episode. That was the last one that you saw, I think.
I don't remember the last one I saw. It's been so long.
Okay, well.
That was the last one I saw.
You got to get back in there, man.
I do. Whatever. I'll get to it. I do want to watch it. I don't have the mental capacity to just sit down and watch it because I know it's a thinker and it's visually stunning and I want to enjoy it and I just can't I can't do it right now.
All you have to do is just check it out, have a crazy time watching it and be like, whew. All right, in a couple days, Tripp's going to tell me what happened.
Yeah.
Because as I was watching this episode, there were only a few things that I was able to catch. Like, I didn't know what everything was specifically. Like, I don't know why those things were happening. I just was able to recognize, okay, so we're exploring this concept. Okay, so that's kind of happening here. And they did explicitly say there was a special power that a character had that was called M theory or something like that. And that was the only reason I was able to figure out that string theory is related to M theory and like that she's doing something with that and looking at all these other worlds. Like it all clicked while I was watching it. And then trying to look at conversations online, it doesn't seem like there are too many people that are breaking it down super clearly because people also just want to know, hey, what was the plot of that episode? Like, I don't know what just happened. What was the plot? And people go, oh, they went to do this for that. I'm like, okay. And hey, what was everything that fucking happened that wasn't the plot of the episode? Oh, interesting you ask. Man has a natural fear of this, and maybe.
Sounds like people are having a harder time deciphering this one than flip-floppers.
Yeah, I think that there might have just been a couple of really good specific, because like the flip-flappers people, it wasn't really Reddit that had it on lock. It was actually 4chan.
Oh, really? Okay.
4chan had it on lock, and then Reddit was like, holy shit, look at this shit. And they brought it over, so I was able to catch those conversations and see all that. But yeah, there's a like really clean breakdown of like every episode of Flip Flappers, thanks to that 4chan dude. And with this show, there isn't that 4chan dude.
God, that 4chan dude's like, can't get over the animation. Sorry, don't want to watch it, don't want to break it down.
There's like a couple of people that say certain things that are going on, but up until this episode, there hasn't been somebody who says more specific of like, oh, here's a full analysis of what each underlying theme was. Yeah. So there was a dude who was able to do that for this episode, and I just, it's parts of it feel like I don't know the concepts well enough, so it almost feels like a stretch. But other parts feel like, okay, yeah, I know what's going on. Like there's I'm not going to talk about it. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I just realized I'm like, this is going to be a whole podcast. I just keep fucking talking about stupid bullshit I don't know about in ways that relate to that one specific episode. Anyways.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
You want to hear about news?
Yeah, we'll do
like news.
We'll talk about fucking Sunny Boy. I don't know. We'll break it down in a couple years from now.
Break it down.
What you got news wise?
Desert. Let's talk about the news. So Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District Arc is going to premiere this fall in a half-year-long continuous run.
Half-year-long.
And interesting thing is that we are like on episode 9 of most shows.
Yeah.
Which means that it's almost fall.
Yeah, that's true.
Which means that they're just saying this starts in fall. They still don't have a date set. Interesting. I'm just saying.
What's
like 3 weeks out?
What's funny is that like I'm over here being like, yeah, dude, fucking Two Eternity's over, but the other ones, that's because
that was like a
runoff right
show.
From like the one before that. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I guess we still got some ways to go with these current shows. We're not all the way done, so cool. Kimetsu no Yaiba, which is just the name of fucking Demon Slayer, which we don't watch, but have a good time.
Kimetsu?
Yeah, nice show.
Okay. Hey, the voice actor Kiyoshi Kobayashi has retired at the age of 88.
Good for him.
This fucking dude,
congratulations,
has been in Lupin the Third since you were born. Like since the dawn of time. This man has been Jigen from Lupin the Third.
Well, we're glad that he's retired. I misinterpreted that news and thought he had died.
Yeah, and it was so fucking stupid when you told me that, because I was looking at the news right then and realizing, oh shit, I read it wrong. I thought he died.
I was like, I read it wrong too. I was like, oh shit, he died.
Both of us are just like, yeah, 88 years old.
That's it. Good innings. Yeah.
Nope, just a retirement. Just,
good for him.
At the ripe old age of 89. God, that's fucking amazing.
That's wild.
Which is a whole different conversation than...
Maybe like he wasn't working super heavy. Like maybe it was this was his only role or whatever, you know?
You're like, hey, I'm done.
And
then somebody gives him a coin and he's like, I gotta go back in.
He's like, hey, I'm done. He's like, did you retire like 10 years ago? Oh, my bad.
Shit.
Good for him, though. Congratulations.
Science SARU produces Heike Monogatari.
Ooh.
And here's something.
A new Monogatari.
No, here's something.
An old Monogatari.
Yes. This is actually a super old story. Crazy old. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but this is, this is an interesting thing where it's not a part of the Monogatari series, but it takes place in the same universe as the Monogatari series. Science SARU, dude. Winter 2022.
I'm going to watch that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
So that was a little bit crazy, and I learned a little bit more about this. There's another show which has a very similar title, but it has like, it's like Heike Monogatari something. And that is a very recently written novel. Okay. Which is not at all this. But it also is related to this because this is like an old ass story.
Sorry for my ignorance, but the Monogatari series, they're light novels, or are they like, what do they call them? Like they're like the video game things. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, are they books? What are they?
The Monogatari shit?
Yeah, because they're not mangas, right?
Don't ask me. I don't know shit.
All right. What's the next news you got then?
I don't know anything. I'm a fucking idiot. So next piece of news is going to be Ranking of Kings is going to be the new series from WIT Studio. It will be exclusively on Funimation.
Nice. I mean,
on October date. It doesn't have a date yet, but it is in October.
I think it's like it's going to be only on Funimation. Yeah, until Netflix takes it over because they all own the same thing.
Just nothing fucking matters. Oh, there's also, I'm not putting this in the news, but I will just say High Dive is being dropped from Verve. This is one of the first things that's happened since the acquisition.
Okay.
Yep. And when I say the acquisition, I am talking about the Crunchyroll Sony situation. Yeah.
Well, I know that WIT Studio show. It looks interesting. I don't know what it's about, but I like the style of it, and I'm excited for when it comes out.
I mean, honestly, anything that WIT does, I'm pretty on board for. I don't know what they're going to be about, but I can't think of any WIT thing that I hated.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the Seraph stuff.
Yeah. Kabaneri was okay.
Kabaneri was fun. Yeah. I liked the beginning of that, and then it just like got worse as it went on, but it didn't ever hit that.
No, I get what you're saying.
Hate what I'm watching.
I was like, this is still fine. Like I'd watch it again, but like it wasn't like a, God, this is like the fucking amazing.
No. Yeah. After the Rain was fine.
Yeah, it looked really pretty. Yeah.
It did look really pretty.
WIT does a good job. So I'm excited for this new WIT project, yeah.
That's the news, and now, your favorite time, we're going to talk about The Witcher.
Yeah, but The Witcher, it's called The Witcher Nightmare of the Wolf.
You nailed it. You totally nailed it.
Boom.
This was directed by Kwang Il-han, and let me just tell you, not much directing under this belt here.
Okay.
We got 3 episodes of The Boondocks from 2014 when they rebooted it, which I didn't see any of those.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We have the TV series Stitch.
From the Lilo and Stitch thing?
Yep.
Nice. That's it?
Oh, yeah, you wanted more?
No, I mean, I
can give you one more.
Give me one more.
Okay, The Witcher Nightmare of the Wolf.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. This dude, not very experienced, and I don't think that matters.
Yeah.
It worked out really good in this because they had Studio Mir working on it, which isn't like an anime studio, but fucking it's an anime studio. Shut the fuck up.
They've done shit like Voltron, Castlevania, Legend of Korra. Yeah. So like when I was watching it, like I was just like, man, this looks like stuff I like because it's done stuff
Visually?
that I like. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, that's cool. What was I going to say? I think the fact that this guy's like doesn't have a lot under his belt, it just also kind of says good things about like just the story of Witcher because like it's not super complicated. I don't think like and like even me like I know they're books, right? I know it's a video game and it's like a live action series, and I've only ever seen the live action series or whatever. That's my knowledge going to this, and I was able to follow along with this. It wasn't hard to fucking follow. Like the story wasn't super difficult. Like Dota was a lot harder because they tried to compact all of that stuff in like how many episodes?
Yeah.
Like 9,
I don't
12,
know, 8.
These guys are like, cool, we got an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think that having like a specific, okay, we're giving you a movie.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Oh, yeah. Because they go, let's just cut all of this stuff out. We don't need it. Let's focus on the thing. Let's get from A to B and let's finish it. And
they hella trimmed the fat. It was so good.
Yeah. And because of that, I was like, wow, I was able to visually consume that and enjoy it because I'm not like, wait, who's that character? Yeah. Are they good guys? Why are they showing me this? Like,
I will tell you this, though. Netflix, man.
What did they do this time?
I fucking hate Netflix's volume.
Their volume levels?
Yeah. It's
weird,
always fucked up. So what happens is it automatically sets it up to be surround sound, which fucks with the different levels. So you turn it off of that. But then the levels, while they were better, there were still a lot of parts that were like whispering and then fucking every noise is happening ever. So I put on the audio description with subtitles.
No way.
So I could watch it both. And then it went back to the surround sound audio. Man. So the audio was super fucked, but I was able to hear what was happening in the whisper scenes without it blowing out my fucking ears while I was watching it. So yeah, I'm sure it would be better if I had headphones while I was watching it, but just on my TV, bad experience. Yeah. From an audio level. So yeah, there were a lot of parts where I was just like, what are they fucking saying?
I did headphones. It's all good.
Yeah, I bet.
Sierra watched this movie, I think, a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, while I was making dinner. So I just kind of I was making katsu chicken with curry.
Yeah,
and I was just like, so I was really fucking focused. And she's like, yeah, she thought the Witcher thing was she thought it was a series. So she's like, I'm gonna watch the first episode, and then like an hour and a half goes by. She's like, that was a fucking movie. I was like, yeah, it was. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But while she was doing that, like I caught some of it, like not all of it. So like when I came into it, like I was like, let's fucking go fresh. And from the very beginning, I was like, yeah, it sounds a lot better on my headphones because I think the audio did sound a little not the. It was not, quiet. It was just like really like, why would you?
It's not perfect.
Why would you make it? Why would you make it so I can't hear what the person's saying?
They don't care.
They
care. Just want you to have a good time watching people get slaughtered. My guy,
just give them fucking money, dude, and shut up. Yeah. Fuck Netflix because of that reason.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only reason. That's the only thing they've ever done wrong.
I love Netflix.
Things. Nothing.
I would marry Netflix if Netflix was a dude.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah.
So, what was this about? Tell me.
All right, so you guys know what Witchers are? No. Okay, so Witchers are like these fucking... You guys seen Game of Thrones? No. Okay, well, they're like the Unsullied from Game of Thrones, kind of. Essentially, they've been raised since their parents abandoned them or whatever.
Or sold them off.
You know, some shit had to happen. So these kids are all in these fucked up situations where essentially they get tortured and abused and more powerful each time that it happens.
Yeah.
Until they become a Witcher where some like fucking thing changes in their body and their eyes go yellow and then they can just fight monsters.
It's funny because they're just like, yeah, like one of the kids is like complaining, like, look, we're going to train the fuck out of you and then you might die. And then when you're done training, we're going to poison you and you might die. But if you don't get poisoned, you might become a Witcher. And then I was just like, that's fucking brutal. And the one guy's like, I think one of the characters asked like, well, how many of us are supposed to survive? Like, I mean, depends how many Witchers there are here. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking brutal. And the witches go around and they kill monsters for money. That's kind of
they're essentially just like really, really good at killing these monsters that regular towns guards couldn't do, like regular knights and shit.
And their peepees don't work. They can't have. Well, I mean, it probably works. They just can't have kids anymore. That's why.
No, their peepee works good.
Yeah, they get
down.
They fuck. They fuck for sure.
Witchers are all fuck,
but they just don't. Yeah. They don't have their venom has no kick to it. You know what I'm saying? Like they got So no
Witchers babies. Are all fuck.
Yeah.
No kick.
All fuck, no kick.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, duh.
So anyways, our main character is that. He's hot. Yeah. Holy shit, he's hot.
Yeah.
And then we get to learn about his past, and then that was his past. Mm-hmm. he was a Witcher by choice, though. He's like, man, nothing gets me more excited than, for some reason, risking my life every day.
Well, he was just like, he wasn't... He essentially worked for like the king of whatever land that he did.
Yeah.
And he was like just like an errand boy. And he's like, I fucking hate this. And
he was okay. He was fine.
But he wanted more in life. And then his girly friend was just like, yo, dude, like, this is as good as it gets. You're lucky you got a job. And then a Witcher comes to town. And he's just like, you want to be a Witcher? And he's just like, fuck yeah, I want to be a Witcher. Get all that fucking money. And he goes and does the Witcher thing. And all the kids are like, I was abandoned. I got sold. And he's just like, I chose to be here. And I was like, dude, don't fucking say that.
Captain Fuckface.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you kidding me? I hate that guy.
Yeah, Omar's over here crying in the corner because he got fucking sold off. And you're just like, I want to be here. It's like, shit, dude.
I want to maybe die.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, man.
But, yeah, so he becomes a Witcher and he becomes, which inevitably means that he becomes really hot.
Oh, dude. He started out like... He was a normal-looking kid.
Boy.
Nothing weird going on. Some of the other kids he was with, a little weird going on. But he was a distinct-looking young gentleman who became the most ripped hottie in all of the Witcher land.
Yeah, and because of the things that they take, the Witchers, like, they don't age the same anymore, so he's living longer, and eventually he meets up with his girly friend, who is now old.
That's where the story really picks up.
Where it gets going.
I don't know. People don't like the Witcher sometimes, so sometimes they want to kill them by having all monsters kill them. And that was the story of the movie, I think.
Well, I guess it's, to be fair, like, Witchers, they do good things. Like, they kill monsters, but they do it for money. And a lot of people don't agree with that. Like, well, that's not right. It's like, you shouldn't kill the monsters for money. You should do it to be a good person. They're like, no, fuck, uses a business to us, right? And so there's a lot of people who feel different ways about it. And I noticed that in the live action, Netflix series, where it's like people are just like, fuck The Witcher, or also like, yeah, good job, The Witcher. It's like, okay,
yeah, just a little 50-50.
Yes.
And honestly, where do you lie on it? Where do you fucking lie? Right now, Witcher's outside.
Oh, fuck.
He's going to come in here in a minute.
2 questions.
And if you,
is he the hot Witcher, or is it just a random Witcher?
And if you don't fuck him, I'll know the answer. So, he's hot as hell, dude.
He's the Witcher. He's a Witcher from this show.
He's the hottest version of a Witcher that you can imagine.
Damn, Henry,
which is probably
Henry Cavill.
Oh, Henry Cavill. Yeah,
it's pretty hot. Yeah, I'm for Witchers for sure. Do fucking kill the monster, get some money. Why not? It's a job. Gig's a gig. Gig's a gig.
Why do people not like the Witchers? I mean, I understand
they're demons.
The main villain does reveal it later on.
They're demons.
Well, it's because my daddy.
Yeah, I was in the closet the whole time.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, this was just a fun little violent romp.
Yeah, there was some. I mean, it starts off fucking brutal, like a wagon gets tangled in some vines, and then the vines come to life and like explode a human and like his 3 daughters. It was heavy.
Yeah, there was a little bit of light decapitation. At one point, there was a decapitation where there was a significant amount of spine on the head.
Yeah,
what was that? How did that happen? Like, it didn't look like the head was ripped off. I would believe it if it was ripped off.
Yeah, you think it was,
but it looked like it was a clean cut with also the whole like.
You think it's a special weapon column or something? His hands?
I don't know, man.
I don't get it.
That was the one thing that I was like, "Am I going to make a fuss about this?"
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, here I go.
I don't believe that you would have a magic power that would allow you to do that.
I'm going to die on this hill right here.
And I will say. Yeah, no, I just didn't. I didn't support that. Yeah. I thought it was weird. And that's my biggest gripe with it.
Cool, 1 out of 10.
That is a deal breaker for you guys, then maybe stay away.
Yeah, I guess fucking Studio Mir doesn't understand the human anatomy. Idiots.
It was a pretty fun time, though. I liked the music. I liked the monster designs. I liked just the action.
Yeah.
It was a really easy watch. You could just kind of turn your brain off and let it do its thing. it was a nice time.
I think I enjoyed it. Yeah, it looked really nice, and I wasn't super like stressed or anything or worried. It was just like a good time. It was fun, but
it felt low stakes because I didn't care about the story.
Yeah, it was low stakes, but I think you're right. I think if you're a Witcher fan, like of the other existing franchise, you'll probably like this. You know,
well, it also deals with different characters,
right? Yeah,
this is not dealing with Geralt.
Yeah,
Rivera.
Yeah,
this is a whole different dude.
And this is his master, the guy that trains him or whatever. Like at the very end, doesn't he show up? I think he's like, "Hey, here I am," or whatever. But he's like a baby or something.
We're all babies.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Because I don't know anything about The Witcher. I was like, I don't know if this character is like made for like just the anime thing, or he has his own storyline. But
we're not here to tell you if it's good as a Witcher fan. We're here to tell you if it's good as an anime fan.
Anime fan, yeah, enjoyed
it.
And
as an anime fan, I had a good time. As a Witcher fan, I wish I knew The Witcher more. But this might be the best thing that I've ever experienced in the Witcher universe.
I can say I've seen 2 things in the Witcher universe, and I think this is probably the best thing I've enjoyed in the Witcher universe.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Well, and also, the series did the thing where there's like a lot of time jumps and stuff. Like stuff's happening. Like the live action one had a bunch of.
It's very episodic.
Yeah, and I was confused for about. After a while, I caught on, and then I get it.
I forgot that they don't tell you for like a few episodes.
They don't, and that's what was confusing. This movie did a similar thing where like we're jumping back in time, but it was more clear, and I was like, okay, cool, I get this. And I was like, maybe that's just the Witcher it's like stories.
I mean, fortunately, there were 2 storylines,
yeah, so as opposed to 3. Yeah.
You had current day and age, and you had in the past and how we got here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the title, which we've talked about extensively, right? The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. Look, man, it's just a cool title for the most part, but I think that it has to do with power that affected our main character twice.
I don't know.
Once it happened when he was young, and he saw his girlfriend and was like, "Oh, dude, I love her," but it was actually a monster.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then near the end, he also gets mind blasted, but this time it's all the way into another world where everyone's just like, haha, come play with us.
Yeah.
We're all having fun.
That was it, huh?
Check out the snow. You like money. Do you like alcohol? I love alcohol. Rounds on me.
Question.
I watched the movie. Yeah.
Was there, like, The Witcher's like a guild, right?
Sure.
Is he the only Witcher left?
Thank you guys for listening to the Instagram podcast. I don't have any Witcher types of answers for you, so I think that we've run out of things to discuss.
I'm just saying, like, in the context of this world.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the worst for this.
Huh. I don't know. It made it seem like that was like, this is all of them, and like, we're just gonna get our new Witcher, and he's gonna be the dude with the gorgeous hair and turn to Henry Cavill. So I don't know if there's going to be like another one of these. If they make them, cool, I'll probably watch it.
I'll watch it.
But I'm not clamoring for it.
I'm clamoring. Hit me up.
If it's a movie like this, I'll enjoy it for sure.
Well, that's pretty much the only thing I'm clamoring for. I'm just going to be honest. I don't want a series.
You don't want 12 episodes of this?
No, I would like 3 movies, and that's it.
Yeah.
3.
That's it, though. I think it's The Witcher. Check it out. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is a good time.
Easy to watch.
Thank you for sharing it with us, Studio Mir.
Yeah.
I'm just in a very thankful mood right now, you know.
For sure.
Thanks for recording the podcast with me.
You're welcome.
It's always cool to see you and hang out and do cool things, and I like listening to you.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
That's the show.
Fuck.
What are we doing next week? Probably something short.
We're
probably doing The Witcher again.
Don't brag, dude.
Come on. We're going to do The Witcher again.
Hey, come on.
It's going to be short. But we'll figure it out. We
will.
If you like our theme song, check out Not Mars on Spotify. Trip, where can you find us?
Facebook, look up the Instagram podcast. Instagram, look up the Instagram podcast. If you want to send us tweet at Instagram Pod. You can shoot us an email, instagrampodcast@gmail.com. Answer Juan's weird Witcher questions.
Yeah, are all the Witchers gone? Are there other Witchers out there? Can Witchers be girls? Sierra said yes, but I don't know if I believe her. I don't know. You don't have any answers, so
I'm just I'm just here to absorb what you're saying. And then finally, we do stream now.
Now we do. Yeah,
we're
back.
That we're not sick and shit. We won't be
streaming in 2 weeks from now.
Twitch.tv/Chris Pather. just like,
you forgot what it is.
No. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe that we're just like not going to be able to do it. I don't know. We'll figure out if Kate and Abe might be into it. Maybe they are. Maybe they won't be.
Maybe not.
Fuck it.
Maybe she'll be really pregnant. I don't want to do that.
That's true. I love you guys. I'm glad that you got to hang out with us. Well, we talked about a movie about a show and video game and book series that we don't know much about.
Yeah, and honestly, my favorite talk of the day we had was the fucking DuckTaales. I had a really good time with that. That was awful. Yeah. Maybe next week we'll do DuckTales.
Oh shit, dude! No. Next week you do DuckTales, and then I'll do a Muppets Christmas Carol,
and we'll be in the middle. That sounds good. Okay, this is Bud from Juan.
See you around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water.
Okay, I'm back for a second.
Okay.
His name's Ebenezer Scrooge Sierra. He can stop yelling. I checked it. I even looked it up afterwards, but I said it right. Trip's here. He can confirm. Confirmed. I remembered, and then I decided to record it because Trip said I should. So
confirmed.
Ebenezer Scrooge McDuck, DuckTales.